All right. Hello and welcome to this episode of the BC coding stream. Yesterday I played around a little bit with NuGet and we actually managed to install extensions from NuGet. So I want to continue with this today and clean a little bit up, do a little bit more testing and maybe develop some more features as well. And you might be noticing there is another screen on the left-hand side of the window. That's because my brother is with me today. This is the first time double stream like with somebody else. We're just connecting through Discord, so we're seeing how this will go. So
good evening and hello.
All right. Sound settings are a little bit different, so let me know in the chat if anything is like, if the music could be louder, could be more silent, if we are not like somewhat in the same loudly setting. I don't know. Can't talking.
Sound volume.
Sound volume. Thank you. All right. The idea is I will just walk you through the what I've done so far real quick, and then we'll see how we will continue today. Right. So I just started with a really small extension with a few objects. We have a table, maybe this table first, where we see we have NuGet feeds with just an entry number, the feed URL, somewhat of a description, what you can set to just remember what feed is which feed and whatever, and tokens potentially for authenticating against private feeds. Obviously there is a list view on this, and then we have a temporary table to display apps we pull from NuGet. And I think the very last thing I've built yesterday was just in an action, really quick and dirty, to download a given app, like the package content out of the feed, and upload it into Business Central. And in the client, this is the wrong window, this looks like this. So this is the public NuGet.org feed, and I think I need to change my language. 1 second. Yep, I thought I installed a US container and ended up having German anyways. The United States. For our non-German speaking people following the stream. And let's go back there, NuGet feed list. Open it up again. So this is what this gives us. It just pulls calls the API without any queries. And just to show you how this works, we have like when we pull from the NuGet feed directly, we get this overview of resources that the feed provides. And let's see, here we have the browse apps functionality, where I grab from the feed URL, I grab the search query service, basically the first one I can find, which gives me the ability to search through the available packages. And then there is the package base address, I think is the right one. No, the registration base URL. Where is it? Here, where I can then grab more details. And this is how it looks like. I can just do, this is the query without any parameters, and I think I have one with parameters, but basically it comes all down to just adding I don't find my own stuff anymore. Just the search value with a query parameter called Q. And if I do that, I can search for Antify, and then it gives me the results, and I can go here and click it's still called show details. I will directly install the extension right now because I've just wanted to finish yesterday. and it basically edits. It gets the registration base URL, then adds the ID from that listing. Not the add ID, that's just the normal ID, this one, to the registration URL, base URL, and then index.json at the end. And this gives me the details, and there I can grab the package content. I just hard-coded this for now. I don't know if this changes anything in any way. Yeah. So this is what works so far. What do you think?
My first thought is, can you specify a version on that API where you get your index.json?
This, you mean?
So if you can specify an API version, you don't have to worry about the URL changing.
Oh, an API version. Yes, I mean the oh, you're not seeing my screen, right? Oh.
Slightly delayed.
Okay, all right. Yeah, in the feed overview, they have versions of the endpoints, I think. So I guess that should be version safe.
3. Huh.
But that will probably need to be a setting somewhere to define which endpoints I want to grab for which feed, because they are not consistently named
between each feed.
Yes, at least the versioning. The base part is the same, so that's why I grabbed this so far. But I think we'll figure out if we try with different feeds and they break then. But I think it should be fairly consistent. All right, so yeah, we talked a little bit in advance. I'm not sure if you can just spin up an app and put it on some NuGet feed that we can play around with, because I wanted to try what happens. Well, it's basic. Or we can even try here, I guess. We just do like an extract of the file. Open with archive. Yeah, that doesn't work. Okay, I don't have 7-zip, I think, installed here. Because my idea was to build, first of all, get a little bit more details of the extension. Maybe extract, where am I? Extract the app.json and just display some more information about what am I looking at here, like if maybe with another drill down. But that only works with the information I actually get from that feed. So if somebody hasn't included the source code in the symbols file, I'll probably not be able to mess around with it. So let me. Oh, and overall, the idea was that we will do a little bit of pair programming, so I can change screens and make Christian's screen larger if he's doing something that's worth showing, or wants to explain something or whatever, and vice versa. And we're just working on Git on the same repository. So let's see if we can get anything done faster than me doing it alone. So. Oh yeah, I can give you the permission set if you didn't generate it your own.
I already did. I was thinking, how do you want to manage permissions in this app?
What do you mean with permissions? Like input for permission sets?
Yeah, right.
It's probably a matter of even being able to open that feed list. And then you cannot really do much with it. Well, you cannot install extensions, at least, without the extension management permissions. So, but eventually it would be nice to also have the ability to manage updates and stuff. So see if there are new versions for a given app, and install those, and just like in the admin center, you can manage those.
Maybe you can just extend the extension management admin permission set.
That would be funny.
I mean,
yeah, no,
if you
absolutely.
if the whole point of this app is to install apps,
Yeah.
well,
Let's see. Would be permission set extension, right?
yeah.
Been a while. Extension management admin, and then it's just something like included permissions, right? I don't know when I last time did something like this. An a permission set extension. It seems to work. So then our permission set would not be assignable, and then this should work. Right. Rename. Okay. Trying to commit everything directly and sync it so you can get it. Okay, permission set's done. Right, so I think, do you want to pick an area you want to continue with?
And I'm struggling to pull your changes.
Okay, interesting.
I already generated a permission set in those.
Interesting that you have so many changes.
What do you mean?
Oh, like depending on changes.
I created the app, put it into this folder, and extracted it.
Oh, okay, all right. So let's maybe switch screens so we can test this as well. So this is going on right now. You're seeing if you can see the source code, and depending on what setting you have in the app.json, right?
Very good.
So this is the symbol reference.
Symbol reference.
And with
ID
what?
Range.
But what setting do you have in the app.json? Did you have
Didn't change anything.
Didn't change anything. So this is like with everything. All right. So we have the source code. We have the manifest, where we could update get the ID range. Now it will be interesting to change everything to false. Let's see. Does it complain? Oh, you had the source in there. You probably need to delete that folder because it's picking up the objects inside the extracted app.
I don't have any format of it.
No, the default publisher NuGet text, that extracted extension is within the project scope, so it's picking up the objects that are in that extracted folder.
Yeah, but I currently don't care about that. I just want to view these XML files.
Oh, all right. Sorry.
I need to install some form of. There we go.
Yeah, I think it's just the manifest, and I mean, XML is pretty easy to handle.
Yeah, sure. And the metadata is still there, even though everything's set to false.
I didn't even see you recompiling and extracting again.
But you're not looking at my keyboard, so.
Okay. But the source folder just stayed there from the last time extracting, right? Oh, no, wait.
No, wait. Let me do it more slowly, right?
Okay.
I'm removing this.
All right.
I'm removing this.
Opened with 7-zip. Yeah.
I'm recompiling. I'm extracting it on my second monitor.
Ah, that's why. Yeah. And can you open up the source folder? So even if you say you do not want to include source code, it's still including source code. Oh, in the symbol file. Oh, that makes sense. So we're not publishing the symbols file to NuGet. So that means, yeah, I mean, of course, the package, the app is compiled on the server. If the files are not included, you cannot compile it on the server. So I think we should be safe to do whatever we want to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
The feature in all caps, right? All right. So that is good. Then I guess need to do some refactoring with the for the details. But still, if you could, like, I don't know how, maybe on NuGet, maybe on GitHub, somehow get a public NuGet feed with an app, just a Hello World app, which we can use to actually install, because I tried with the Antify extension yesterday and it's in app source range and it doesn't install. And
Yeah, sure.
I will start to do some development here. So this is mainly, this goes into the code unit. Where's my code unit? This would be download app, and we need to get the NuGet. Let's see, what do we actually need? The feed URL. And the NuGet app itself. NuGet app list. Oh, because we are in the app selection already, and then we just want to grab more details. So I want to, well, I have the details here. I have the Antify extension still open. So okay, so we have, oh, we also need to handle dependencies, of course. And then we get like two hierarchies, like two levels of items. I didn't quite understand why. Because the first level seems to just, let me copy this into VS Code, that would be easier. Just collapse sections. Okay, so Yeah, the first level of items just contains... Oh, it's a catalog page. That's what it is, right? And then the next one is this the same? Yeah, the same. Next one is package. So we want to grab the packages, and then there is a catalog entry which is of type package details, and this is what we care about. So depending on how those APIs are structured, we might need to extract, or let's just like write some logic that finds package details. But I guess if we already have the unique ID, we should just get the structure like I have it here. And then I feel like I want to let me just grab the identify details here real quick, because oh, there we go. Because that's how the BC container helper publishes those packages. And there we go. Right, so we have the catalog page. Oh, and it also contains information about the lowest and the highest version, because here we have two different versions. Collapse the dependency graph for now. So we have a description, and did I pull that already? Yeah, the description is already there. We get a commit ID, package content, when it was published. But interesting that we get the commit ID, but not the repository link. Maybe I forgot to specify it somewhere.
I've got a NuGet package.
That was quick.
Yeah, just utilized the BC container helper function. What was it? New BC NuGet package. Just have to specify an app file and.
So there's the NuGet package.
That's pretty much it.
Okay. Now the question is if you can push this to a feed.
Yeah, I've got this push BC NuGet package, which takes a NuGet server URL, a token, and my package.
Okay. Try to go to NuGet and see if you can just log in there. I think they accept like login with Microsoft or something, and then you should be able to grab a token. Okay, now I think first of all it would be nice to see like if you select an apps to see all versions, because this is somehow weird, and I'm still thinking that there is something going on with the we cannot see that we are just seeing the 11 version, which is the non-preview version. I think it doesn't promote the preview version onto the top, but it would still be good to be able to select select versions to install. Maybe you want to install an older version. At least you cannot go back, but you, like, if you first install, you could select an older version. Sorry that I'm jumping around like this here, but I need to understand what we will do here. So there will probably just be like a list of versions, right? Is there anything else? Maybe. So let's see. We have the apps. We just reuse the same table. What do you think? I have.
You just create multiple versions of for the same extension.
I mean, I have the app list right now where you can search, and it gives you basically the name, description, version, publisher, stuff like that. And now if I want to drill down and browse versions of that particular app that I'm selecting to select one to install.
The tree view.
It's the second API call, so I cannot just request for everything. I need to request details, and then I get the list of versions that are supported with that app, or that are on the feed. And now it's just, I think on the NuGet page, it's just like plain, just a list of version numbers, which is not really helpful. And looking at the details here, for what you get out of the detailed view, there might be more information, like minimum client version, whether or not there is some licenses accepted, and maybe there can be a table that can be expanded later on. So I might create a new table for this.
Yeah, but you can still probably show every, like if you do some sort of detailed drill down, whatever, you can still use the NuGet app table to display all the different versions. Just the details need to be separated.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we'll see. Permissions. Alright, so this is... Do we have any, like... Probably the primary key will probably be the version number. Because... Is there anything? The catalog entry is probably... Yeah, it's just dependencies, so... And the ID? The ID the same? Does it change? No, the ID is the same, so I cannot use the ID anymore. Yeah, well then just the version. There we go. Version. That's also a temporary table. I'll probably need to find a way at some point to track installed extensions as well, to actually query for updates and stuff. Okay, and then also a page. AppDetails or detail list. List. Detail. And just the version for now. Might need the actions later.
What did you specify for glob pattern?
Star and asterisk.
Interesting.
Commit ID. I will also grab the commit ID. Because that actually does make some sense. And version has to be text for sure. Something like 20 probably would be enough.
I think I can just drag and drop upload NuGet packages.
I don't know. I also don't know if there is a difference in the outcome.
Let me upload that real quick and you can query it.
Will do. Okay, we have the commit ID. And then it also probably makes most sense to have the dependencies in the overview, like in the version overview, right?
Sorry, say that again. I was distracted. Upload here.
Sorry, was reading on Twitter. Was distracted as well.
No, we both got distracted.
No, I was thinking whether to have dependencies in the overall overview, like in the list where you're searching for the apps, or just in the drill down for the versions, like for if with the new version, maybe both, right?
Yeah, both.
Both. Let's add, we do not care about breaking changes too much. Let's dependencies, just show them maybe first, and then because later they have to be parsed for sure. But for now, they can just be a text field. What am I doing here? Why isn't this working? Oh, because I'm creating table fields on the page. Dependencies, dependency. No. Let me see what's going on. Oh, okay. I thought there were comments on Twitter for the stream, but this was just random stuff.
Alright. I've got... What do you need from me?
Just the feed.
Fine.
The feed is... The feed, I have the feed. If this is on just on NuGet, so just let me know how you called the app. Let me search for it.
Good. Try this one. Did you go Discord?
Well, just show me on the screen. I have your screen share. It's easier.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah,
The package is not published yet.
Oh.
Guess I need to wait.
What did I break?
Hmm?
I entered ALGO and it telling me that the string is too long.
Oh! But it's not trying to... how do I put this into words? It's not trying to iterate through AL to go. Through every letter or something like that. It's not a search pattern.
Oh, maybe. So I need to URL escape this. Let me do that. Yeah. While refactoring, I broke something. 1 second. It looks better. Now I need to close this out. Then also maybe interesting for folks who didn't need to URL escape anything in BC yet, in AL. Search value. There is something like the URL helper, I think, if I remember correctly. No, of course not. Why would it be in the URL helper? Then there is a URI code unit. Maybe it's this one. Yeah, there we go. I think it's escape data string. Converts a string to its escape representation. Let's try if this works better. Don't save. And let me know if you want to do code changes, because then I will commit something. All right, let's see. AL, go. Nope, still broken. If I search for Go, I think I will find tons of stuff that's not related to what we want to do here. So,
Could also take part of the GUID.
Okay, let's see. 0577. Okay. No.
This package has not been indexed yet.
Okay, so let's wait for it to be indexed. Maybe that will help. But still, it's weird. Let me debug this. Because I want to figure out what it's doing with that search query. Yeah, delete all.
Oh, finished.
Oh, this is... The description is too long.
What description? From the package?
Whatever that description is.
But can you look into that token?
Yeah. This is some app, not yours, but some app that's too long. Right, so let's do longer. And if it breaks again, we will just cut it off. Maybe we'll just cut it off right now. And this is why you shouldn't ignore warnings telling you that there is a possible overflow. Right. BC NuGet Dev 1. Is this you?
Yes.
And it would be interesting if we can also... Yes, you can also search for that. For the ID, for the name, can we search for default publisher? Maybe there are more apps on NuGet. No, it's just this one. It finds the app, but it's just this one. All right. So if I do show details, specify file is not an, yeah, I hard coded stuff, so to figure out need to start to refactor this here.
Now that I think of it, do you have any page extension on 50,100?
I don't have page extensions yet. Let's the package content. Let's debug this. And let's see what we need to do here. We remove that breakpoint because it's annoying. Yeah, cool. All right, so debugger, locals, feed URL makes sense. The temp token is the download URL. Let's assign this for easier reading. Where is my download URL? There we go. Come on. This seems to be the NuGet package, so that seems to work. In-stream open as zip file get entry list. Let's look at that entry list. Yep. So we can even validate the signature if we would want to. So yeah, we probably need to grab, like filter that thing and find the app file instead of just hard coding it. So for each file in, no, not file, then just like take entry ends with app, and the entry is just text. And then what if a NuGet package contains more than one app? We would want to install all of them, right?
Probably. I'm just trying to think of a scenario where that would be true.
I don't know how those NuGet packages will get created in the future. Maybe it's if it's a bundle, but I think still you would have dependencies and have them as separate NuGet packages most of the time, but I don't know. Extension installation status in progress. We just had a comment from Aaron. Yes, checking dependencies on the list, but It's not first on the list actually, because it's it can be quite, how's that word? Your dependencies can have dependencies which have dependencies which have dependencies, and then you just need to go down that route of finding all the entire dependency tree and compiling it, and then installing it in the right order as well. So that's also not the easiest task, but we'll get there, I'm sure. Package deployment is in progress, and I think that why shouldn't it work if we should be good with that. All right, so the install works. I was working on the details. Let's commit those changes. And yeah. Do you want to have a look at extracting details from the app package, like the ID range? And I'm not sure what else we had there. There would be something. It would be nice.
Yeah, sure.
And
I'm just not entirely sure how we can test things, because we cannot really work on the same sandbox.
Well, as long as I'm not publishing, of course you can. This is download the app. I think the download app, let's put it this procedure X and details. Which is this, and then download app just will get a download URL. And the rest will go here. But if you have Docker running, you can of course everything except for installing an extension you can do in Docker perfectly fine.
Let me see.
Just as an idea. Message. Token. Okay, download URL is something else. Well, the download URL probably also needs to be part of the details. Now that I think about it. Now, how did I do that before? NuGet app list. Okay, I created a load function on the page. Do a little bit of code cloning here. Load. And what it gets, I think it's just this? Or does it make sense to give the entire chain, or just maybe the second items array? And let's call it get details. I will just return JSON token.
Do I see that correctly, that you have a show details action that downloads and installs the extension?
Code cloning and then just quick and dirty stuff. This is the right one. NuGet helper. And here we want to grab the app details. This is a JSON token. Do app details. Yeah, maybe this should be a JSON array, because it is an array. As array, and then app details, JSON array. All right. This is not needed anymore. This is not needed for each app and app details. All right. What fields do we need to fill in? We need to have the version. We need to have the commit ID. And then we also need to have the download URL. And that's it. Is it? Yeah, okay. And the dependencies. All right, so how are the keys? The version is one second. I need to copy this to VS Code again, because otherwise I can't read anything. All right, so we have the dependency groups. Oh, the catalog entry contains the version. So we need to app as object is fine. Where Where's that function which I can use to select token? That would be catalog entry dot version, and I get a JSON token, which is perfectly fine. And then this is the version. Now the commit ID is just commit ID. The download URL was it the package content or what was it? Really? Yeah, package content, right. So it's also just on the base level. And then the dependencies are catalog entry dependency groups. And I will just guess that we'll just have one dependency group for VC apps. And then from there we go to dependencies. And this is an array, so that copy string is not needed anymore. Download URL, and then from there we have the temp token, which is an array. So can we just do as array and then this token? That doesn't make any sense. Or we can do write too.
Can we create list of streams? Technically it works, but I'm not sure how it behaves regarding opening and closing the stream.
I have never tried that.
Because we have this procedure called download app. And it also...
Okay.
Huh?
I just changed the screen, so...
Sure. We have this procedure, download app.
Mm-hmm.
And it also installs the app.
Mm-hmm.
I think what would be good is to in-stream.
Wait a second. I changed that file. Let me just commit that. And then you can go on.
Yeah, sure, but the idea stays the same. So instead of uploading the in-stream into this extension management code unit, we can pass a list of apps into that of type stream and write the apps into the stream, but I'm not sure how this behaves with streams.
Pull and try. Pull the changes and then do the change. Do your changes, commit again, and I will give it a try.
I'm not sure if this is light changing. Is this the current version?
No. This is
I mean-
this is your version.
Don't have any pending incoming changes.
This is your unsaved version of that file.
Oh, I see.
Yep. This looks good. But I mean, while by a reference parameter, you can also return a list of in-streams.
I could, yes. I mean, it depends on how we want to use this function. Just copy pasting all of this into onto the page.
Yeah, I mean, probably you could also create a function install apps and move it there.
Probably. Wait a minute.
We don't need the download URL anymore. When we separate downloading and installing of the apps, then just remove the parameter download. Of course, makes sense. Sorry. But then the parameter doesn't. Then it can be local variable. Don't need to get the.
Let me
Okay, do your thing.
get this straight, and then we can. This one.
That's
We can.
extreme coding while being reviewed. And while you're at it, probably can you like
Wait,
install?
What is this?
Yeah, this is what I was talking about. Does it make sense to do a mass install, or would it make more sense to wait until the install is done before uploading the next one?
No, that is a good question. No, it should work when you just queue every app file. You just need to queue it in the right order. Or do you?
Well, if they
sure.
do not depend on each other, then no. And this is like this scenario where you have more than one app file within the same NuGet package. I would expect them to be independent from each other. Then that you just have a bundle of extensions which you want to distribute at once. Because
I would expect for it to work. But I think I've encountered a scenario where I was just uploading a bunch of extensions and it did not try to install the extensions in the order I uploaded them. But I'm not sure on this, and it's been a while since last time I've tested this.
when you just schedule everything and it figures out the dependency order? Is that what you were saying?
In my experience, it doesn't.
Yeah, okay. Right. Because I would have been surprised. That works.
But it also does not follow the order in which we uploaded it.
Oh. And then it doesn't even matter at all.
So we need to wait in this loop for the extension to be installed before queuing the next one.
Isn't that also how AirGo does it? I think so. I think when publishing deploying through Airgo, it waits for each app to be installed before it continues. But I have no idea how to figure that out.
You just there's this installation status. And if you can access that table, you can see if your package is successfully installed.
Operation ID. Does the schedule function? No, it doesn't return anything. Nice. Let me switch to my screen again. I'm just scrolling through that. Get all extension deployment status entries. Yeah, that's probably what we need to do. Get deploy operation information. It will be by operation ID. Yeah, that's probably how to do it. Schedule it, wait for it to come up in that maybe just do a sleep of a second or something, and then check the extension deployment status, grab the operation ID, and then there is even a refresh status procedure. Okay, and get deployment information and that does not return the status of the deployment. Is there anything else?
Maybe you just need to call that first procedure again. Get a new temp table.
Is installed by package ID. But that if it fails, then we're in an endless loop.
Yeah, well, and if you install a new version,
yeah, okay.
The previous package is installed.
Right, then yeah, just grab the refresh and grab the temp table again and check again. Pretty annoying, but okay. Manageable. Right. I will continue on my parsing here for a second.
But I can push these changes and you can try to on that.
Yes, I can. First, I probably need to uninstall and remove that that extension again. Get details. I confused myself again with no, it was right. Too many pages already. And then we have the app details list. There we can do load.
So it turns out I don't have a BC container for that. I do have a BC24 container working. but it does not contain the REST client yet.
No,
I'll try to.
Did you change the app.json and stuff? Everything? Because that's for PC25 already.
I did, yes. I tried to publish, and I get the error that the REST client is missing. So I've created a PC25 container, and it now returns me an error because my password is not complex enough. This is so annoying.
Okay. That works. We're broken. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, that's the wrong browser. Okay, first of all, need to uninstall that extension again. I can reinstall the same version. Uninstall. Yes, I'm sure. And yes, I'm still sure. It's gone. And I need to relink that download button, I think. All right, so let's debugger get detail. So let's see, what did I grab here? Are they serious? Can I do this in the debug console? No. I think that when there is only one version, they do not have an array with one value, they just put an object directly. Let's see if the Entify works, because that has two versions. The search is case sensitive, by the way.
Wait, but you wrote it in uppercase and it's in the list with lowercase.
Yeah, this one. Oh, yeah. Then I don't know. But this is what I get is still an object. So it's probably something I was doing wrong. The idea was to grab items, the first one, and then items. Oh, and I grabbed the first one again. So like this. those path expression, the JPath expression, they are so good. Makes so much easier to select values out of a JSON structure.
Copilot is very good at creating JPath expressions.
That's a very good hint, yes.
Just copy paste the whole JSON. Just ask Copilot to do all the work. But you have to keep in mind that the select token procedure on JSON objects, it gets a JSON token as a parameter, right?
Yes.
And that JSON token can only contain one object, I think.
Yeah, because JPath can give you, like, you can have JPath expressions where you just grab, for example, if you have a list of objects with, like, for example, contact information, and you can construct the JPath expression in a way where you retrieve all the names in an array, and that's not supported by BC. That's what you mean, right?
Correct. I was trying to do some really tricky JPath stuff where I compare two values inside one object and only return objects where these properties are not equal.
Mm-hmm.
And it returned me two objects in an array, and it broke. I had to do it manually.
Yeah, sometimes I don't know what's going on. Oh no, well that's actually my fault. All right. What? Sometimes I don't know. With the IntelliSense repeater. How do you call your repeaters?
That's a good question.
Because the name is absolutely irrelevant for anything I've done so far.
But you can... Wait. But if you add fields on a page, the page extension, you can specify the repeater by name.
Yeah, that's right. I didn't think of that, but still. Just for
I tend to call it just repeater.
Repeater.
Yes.
This is NuGet. There we go. Are versions, if you like, how to explain what I'm thinking about? Is text sorting on versions reliable?
Probably not.
I wouldn't think so either.
9 would probably be higher rated than 10 because it's a 9. And the 10 is a 1. Wait, can you test the installation of the app?
Yes, of course. I just need to add that action back in onto my new list. Install. Now what did I need to do there after your changes?
Call the install function.
NuGet helper install. Install just takes the download URL. That's easy. Download URL. details, and then from here I can do install. Specified file is not an extension file. Stream. Debug. Oh, there you go. Easy drives file mesh. It's crazy. Like there should be something, and we might need to recommend this to Microsoft, to Freddy, some way to filter down on Microsoft like Business Central extensions, because it doesn't make sense that we get everything. What was
Probably an empty stream.
Yeah.
How
did you create those?
Create what?
Yeah, you're creating a stream on the same, like, probably the stream is only valid as long as the temp blob's there.
Probably you. Can we do lists of code units?
Exactly.
No,
we don't need to. There is a.
Oh yeah, there's a
yeah, that
temp blob list.
I just don't know why I don't have. I never worked with that actually. This seems deprecated. What?
I mean, you can just add the temp blob to the temp blob list.
Yeah, this seems to be a wrapper for like a list of temp blobs before lists supported code units. Deprecated. I think the linter is broken. Okay. I think I still need
you
the
need
temp blob, right? And then...
Yeah, but that list should still be parameter.
Yeah, right. Because otherwise it won't survive after the function is finished.
It won't survive.
Yep.
Exactly.
So... then we don't even need that part. Right? And remove that and just do...
Wait, do we need...
this. Correct.
We're writing the result of the decompression into the temp blob? Oh.
Yes. Wait, no, wait, what? What am I doing? Now, if that ends with an app file, I'm grabbing the app file from the zip file from the NuGet package and putting it into the outstream, and then I have it in the temp blob. I'm curious if this works better than before.
I mean,
This seems to be a little bit excessive.
the reason why I want to do this is because I can call the procedure to download the app without installing it.
Yeah, which makes a hell lot of sense, but the code looks stupid, you know?
I mean, you wrote the majority, so.
I didn't say the majority looks stupid. Now, I'm again with my template and just doing the built-in stream, right? And then
can you just... Wait, template does not have a procedure to just return a stream? It has. It does. Create in stream without a parameter. Or if you want to specify an encoding.
That's new. When did this came?
I don't know, I've been using it for a while now.
Well, the new or the old procedure?
The new one.
Really? I need to refactor a little bit of code I wrote yesterday. Well, now it's less. It looks less stupid. Now there should be a linter warning or an information, just a diagnostic to let developers know that they're using the old procedure.
And what if they want to use that?
Then they can disable that rule.
You just need a linter warning, like you're writing bad code, stop that.
Works. That works. Can remove that. Oh, that in-stream soon.
Can refactor line 106 too.
Oh yeah.
And then you don't need that outstream variable. Can remove that.
Nice. Okay, so that works, and I can have, like, I can look at details. Now, if we were to give more details about the apps themselves, we would first need to download the app package, right? And extract it.
Yeah, that was why I was refactoring that download app function.
Oh, okay. So there you got the changes I just did, and then you can continue. Get details, install apps, download app. Yeah, that makes sense. That I understand your thought process. So we have the NuGet apps, the AppDetails table, dependencies. Let me look at those dependencies while you're looking at the app details. All right, so we have a type like package dependencies. But this has only Microsoft Application and Microsoft Platform, which I think are not on NuGet. This is just how the BC container helper generates those IDs. Yes. Let's have a look what's behind those links. If there is anything. There is something, but what is it? Or maybe it's just redirecting us onto that same. Okay, so let's have a look at the Clockify extension, because that, like the symbols file from Microsoft, because that actually has a dependency which is also on NuGet, which is the SparePrint licensing symbols file. Now, if I grab the ID, I can just grab the regular ID without the @ that's specified here in a better way. It's just Microsoft Platform. Maybe we need to look at the registration then. Just trying to find a way to grab the details of that of the dependency. Let's see what the registration here says. The feed doesn't exist. Let's grab this. Doesn't work either. Registration base URL. This is what we were using before. Let's see if we can get any results with this. Okay, this is the same like we had with the other one. The feed ID is not found, exception. Index. JSON. No. Registration is just what we're looking at, right? It also says it gives me the same. How do I navigate? To the dependency. Registration space URL. This should be the right one. Let's try this. Interesting. Did the entire app source feed break? Okay, maybe the app source feed is broken because it doesn't work anymore. Huh. I still get that. Like the overview, that one still works. Maybe we're doing something we're not supposed to do. We got locked out. No packages anymore. Okay.
You got banned from NuGet.
No, from their the public app source symbols feed. Maybe that was just a lucky occasion that we saw those packages come in. So but without having dependencies on NuGet, which we can actually pull, like open, would be hard to give that a try. But in theory, the registration should give us what the other registration gives us.
I mean, if you still have the JSON, you can just mock these cards.
No, I never tried to actually open up details from a defined dependency. So how is your package detail going? Let me switch the screen again.
I've barely started. I'm still struggling with the container. No, my fourth container.
Okay.
2 tries creating a strong password. And on the third, I have created a container with Windows authentication. But I think we're getting close. So how does this data compression extract entry method work?
You first need to open the zip archive.
Oh, I see. Open zip archive. Input stream would be this. And we get an entry list. Probably of file names.
Yes, file names. And I think those are relative paths. So probably get the entire thing.
So what do we actually need out of this? App file.
First of all, probably just the manifest, right?
Just the manifest.
I think those file names are probably pretty consistent.
And the entry just is this NavxManifest.xml?
Yeah.
There's no like path, nothing like.
No. I think on the root level it's just like this. But I mean, probably worth debugging and just having a look at that list. No, just for each entry in entry list, without anything else.
But we only have one, right? Can we just like...
Yep. I mean,
this is not. Let's get turns a text, and it probably breaks when I don't have. It always should be there, right? There shouldn't be an occasion where this manifest is missing.
yeah, well, if you try to download anything else but Business Central extensions, it's probably not there, but we might want to catch that earlier.
Yeah, probably. Question minutes.
Then again, what does extract entry take as a first parameter? Maybe just you can maybe just hard code the file name you want to extract. Without the entry list at all.
You could be onto something.
Yeah, that looks better.
So now we can handle that.
Now that you have the binary in there,
just wanted to open the XML file.
Oh, okay.
This is not.
And I'm not sure. I do XML files so rarely in AL, so I'm not sure if the XML native objects would be the best or to grab that ID range.
Not sure either. I'm really curious if this works. It doesn't sound looks so good.
Is it?
I tried to copilot this. We had an XML port for that.
Why an XML port?
Why not?
I was thinking just using the XML parsing variables like the JSON variables to just grab the ID range for now. Because there isn't anything else really in there what we care about, right?
Not necessarily. Maybe the object range.
Did you ever try that? That XML document maybe? Load, parse, read from.
XML element maybe. No.
It looks way too complicated.
It is. That's why I don't use XML.
Write to is available.
How? I mean, can I?
The good old temporary, probably.
It should be temporary by default. It is
So?
not.
Yeah, because it's a breaking change.
What is this?
I have no idea.
Why would this be a breaking change? Who persistently writes to an XML buffer?
Well, I mean, that table has been around since forever, I think, so. I mean, I have seen way crazier things being done with tables than just writing to a buffer table.
Oh wait, this is... This would break... I mean, it would break probably almost all of XML buffer functionality if there is something in there that's not supposed to be there. So I didn't see how that could be a breaking change. It would more likely be a breaking change to not set this to temporary. But whatever. So we can...
Oh. Aaron just said thank you to both of us, that it was very helpful for a project he's working on, and yeah, see you next time.
Okay, see you next time. So, from stream, maybe we can...
Okay, and then I think there is a path thing where you can just select.
XPath.
Yeah, exactly. Go pilot. We need those are attributes, right? Min object ID and max object ID. But we need to account for the possibility that there are more than one, like there are multiple ranges.
Oh, I get a C# explanation for this.
Interesting.
Oh, it needs another XML buffer. Great. Add it. Yes.
Now that I'm thinking about this, I mean the entire idea of grabbing the ID ranges from the app file is to possibly renumber an app before installing, right? What if, like, I mean, you can have conflicting ID ranges. It doesn't even care about the ID ranges. It just cares about the actual objects.
Does, yes.
Let's first maybe do this, because I think like if we want to move it, change the ID range, we still need to adjust the manifest. So we need that piece anyways, but in a second. Go ahead.
Just so you know that this ID can result in conflicting IDs is helpful. So range.
Yeah, okay. Now I understand what you mean. Yeah, so there is potential that you will have conflicts if the specified ID ranges of some apps, multiple apps, do not overlap. You do not have any problems.
I'm going the easy route and just not bother with ID ranges for now, because you can have multiple ID ranges.
Yeah.
Alright, so how does this work? Now we've got another XML buffer. Find attributes. We should have
probably easier
attributes in
faking the manifest to have like 3 ID ranges and then just ask Copilot to write a regex to grab everything.
Wait.
Yeah, the app ID is probably also interesting.
Yeah, just want a proof of concept this year works.
It would also be interesting if the app ID is part of the NuGet URLs. I would say so. That's always the same.
But what does the app ID has to do with NuGet?
No, it's the way BC Container Helper generates the NuGet packages.
Oh, I see.
And it uses the publisher, the name, and then the app ID as the ID, I think.
Well, you can't use my app as an example because I copy pasted the extension ID into the NuGet name. So.
Okay.
Get package detail. Download app. How do I want to structure this?
It would probably make sense to download once, because if you... Yeah, I don't know. But that's also something that can be refactored later to not download more than needed. Like if
These are list, right?
This is the NuGet app list, and then there is the details list, and from the details list the download is called. More on top. I did not put them into a folder.
Details list.
This is where it does the install.
Oh, show details again. Package detail. Now I'm getting need a list of. I'm not sure if this is the best idea.
7-zip.
Yeah.
What do you do with the package details? What does the get package detail do so far? Okay.
Just messaging the ID.
Yeah, I was missing the message.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's the wrong one. That should be searchable actually. Feed list. And you need a feed. And can I? Probably can. Put it into Discord.
Mm-hmm.
And then additional hints.
Oh, you did not
Yeah.
create your own.
No, I didn't.
Their
What?
entry. Number of entries expected. Entry?
What?
Mm-hmm. What? This one. Show details.
Maybe the parameter doesn't work or something. I'm looking for the right thing.
Checked entry.
Maybe do the get entries and check what entries do we actually have. Because you can, otherwise you cannot see what's going on.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah, that should be good. Maybe I lied to you and there is a path you need to do and doesn't matter, it will always do that stupid thing. I don't know what they added with 25, but it's always breaking there. Search for Ergo.
It's empty.
No, you need to step over.
Oh. What?
Can't we extract the app file with OpenZip archive?
Yeah, I was afraid of that, but I didn't want to put it into words. Why is it breaking on this route? End of century dictionary. What is happening? Oh.
Yeah. You have a gzip decompress? Or can you do the iszip function?
I mean, you can just... Oh. This? And zip.
And the in-stream.
Just create a new in-stream because...
You need to change the function call of the second line. DataCompression is gzip.
I'm almost to the point of setting this in code. I just have to enter this.
Mm-hmm.
No, no. Not gzip, not zip. Can 7-zip tell me what kind of...
Yeah, exactly. This would have been my next step as well, and then ask Copilot to manually decode this in native AI. Yeah, but with normal extraction methods, you cannot extract this either. So there has to be something going on.
And we need 7-zip integration into SSL.
Yep. That's unfortunate.
Do we have any other data?
One was system IO, the other one, but it's the same.
No, the first one was
Oh, okay.
date compression. It's not data compression; it's date compression.
Maybe search for .NET. Maybe there is something in those .NET. No, code unit.NET. There are a number of code units, prefix or suffix or something .NET. Let's see if we can find out what this. Alright, so according to, let me share my screen again. According to Stack Overflow, when looking at the binary, or like the hex, you can, it's likely to be able to determine the formats by looking at the first few bytes. And our first few bytes is 4E41, and the representation says NAVX. So this could be something that Microsoft came up with. And then it continues with 28. File command. Let's check this out. It says it's data. Okay, that's not really helpful. Let's try this. No, it just says data. So let's see if there are others who had the same problem. NAVX package. Nothing I can spot so far. I feel like NavX packages were around quite a while already. But I cannot remember. And somehow 7zip seems to find out what's going on. Maybe it's just a matter of removing some of the few first bytes or something. But I'm not really as confident with file editing like this. Overall zip file format. Okay, so 4 bytes is the header signature. Which apparently has to be 0403. So on. Interesting. The last two are 05, X06, 06, 06. That might actually not be zip. Gzip. Doesn't look good either. Okay. We might be at a point where I need to just take some time and figure this out. But I mean, if 7-zip is able to extract it, it has to be able to be extracted. So there has to be a way to get this to work. But I don't want to spend more time on the stream trying to read through the internet to figure out how to get this done. But I recall that there is something going on with the NavX package. So yeah, I think this is hackable. So all right, I think we can close this session up. What do you think?
Yeah, sure. I think we got a lot of work done.
Yeah, we're a little bit closer, one step at a time.
Yeah, that extraction of that dev file. But
I mean, I recall somebody is doing some really crazy stuff with installing extensions generated in AL. So maybe I need to ask a little bit for advice there.
yeah.
I think there will be a way to get around this problem, one way or another. And yeah, so thanks for joining. It was nice to get some code review, doing some code review and just doing some brainstorming live on the stream. And yeah, so that's yeah, I wish everybody a nice evening. Well, for us it's an evening, almost night, depending on where you're watching, when you are watching the recording. So yeah, have a good one and see you on the next stream.